Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here in Washington, somewhere in the northeast. I'm here with Shabaz Masoud. Shabaz, it's fight night. You ready to rock and roll? Yeah. How's camp going? How's things?
Ready rock and roll. Camp's gone amazing. I know it's cliche, but this has been my best camp by far. Been getting the best sparring. Been learning with Ben and Lee Wiley and Barry Smith. Been doing my bit, so I'm more than ready to go.
Talk to me about your opponent then. I mean, he's been in there with McCarT. He's been in there with some good fights. He's on a 2-fight win streak. Yeah. 2 knockouts, I believe, in his last 2 fights, and he's just coming in behind you right now. So, say some nice things. Yeah. So, talk to me about your opponent, man. What kind of fight are you expecting?
He's a game opponent and that, but it's one of them. It's time to get in there and show him what I'm about.
Well, show him what you're all about. I mean, do you have to go in there and make a statement? Like I said, he has been in there with the likes of McCarT back in the Fail in 2019. I was down in Leeds to witness Jack Bateson win that English title in your division and stuff like that. So right now, you're 8-0, going on to be 9-0, all going well tonight. So you need to make a statement now to try and get into that title contention, don't you?
Listen, I think I'm past an English title, to be honest with you. Want to win this and then move on to a bigger title, because I was mandatory for that title for 15 months. We asked many opponents, no one to fight. But it is what it is. Moving forward, tonight's the main thing. After tonight, I'll look for some big titles.
By big titles, I mean, Jason Cunningham has that British title then. I think he's got the Commonwealth. He's got them all, and the European, right? Yeah. Aye, so is Jason Cunningham, is that a fighter that you're gunning down?
Listen, he's a decent fighter, but I think I'm the best in the country. And if I didn't think I could beat anyone in the country, I wouldn't be in this sport.
So what do you need to do then to get these fights? I mean, you are still relatively young in the game in terms of fights, 8-0 and stuff like that. So do you need to put on that performance, like I said, to make a statement against your opponent over there?
Listen, 8-0, so other people ain't taking fights like this. People see this as a dangerous fight, but to me, nah. These are the nights that are going to bring the best out of me, and you'll see it tonight.
I mean, Ben Davison's in Vegas, but he's actually coming over. He's flying just now, flying back for you and then flying back to Vegas on Sunday. I mean, what does that tell you about Ben Davison as a coach, that he's willing to jump on them flights, come over here, do your fight and fly back to Vegas? I mean, that's something. I mean, I was singing his praises last night. So what does that mean? What does that tell you about Ben Davison as a coach?
Listen, I couldn't say like any higher praise about Ben. One thing with Ben is he believes in me, and we believe in our team. The work we've put in, we're more than ready. So Ben knows what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. The team know where we're heading. But main thing is get tonight out the way and then step up again even more. I'm not in this game to fight bums. As you can see, I'm fighting a good opponent. So when I get in there, I want to show my level.
Talking about your team, I mean, it is a great team that you've got there with Josh Taylor, Lee McGregor, Mark Dickinson, yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's a top team in terms of talent as well. So I just want to touch on like Josh Taylor. I mean, being undisputed champion and stuff like that. You said you don't want to fight bums and stuff like that. And when you look at the way Josh has came up and now he's undisputed, do you draw inspiration from that?
You see Josh, you see Lee, all these boys, under 10 fights, got all these belts around them. I've had it a bit hard because I've started on small old shows and stuff. But now I'm at a place where each fight is just going to take me to the next level. After this fight, I'm straight in the mix for some big titles. But my main focus is tonight, and I want to do a proper job of it. This is going to be a career best performance.
By proper job, what do you mean? Clinical performance, 10 round shutout, or get that knockout?
Listen, mature, what it takes, no matter what it takes. If it goes 10 rounds, it goes 10. If it gets stopped, it gets stopped. But listen, it's going to be a more mature and smart performance.
How's Lee Wiley doing on his first camp on his own with no Ben Davison? How's Lee as a coach?
Yeah, you know what? He's wicked. When Ben ain't there and Mr. Wiley be watching over us, it's amazing because him and Ben, they see boxing the same way. You know what I mean? And it's very rarely you get 2 coaches on the same vibe. So it's a blessing to have that in camp.
You're not trying to get over to Vegas with them? Try and sneak in a suitcase somewhere?
Nah, to be honest with you, after this fight, I've been away from home for most of the year. The only month I spent home was Ramadan because I was fasting and stuff. Other than that, I've been down MTK Performance Centre down Essex. Go home on the weekends, but stayed there for the last 6-7 weeks, just putting the work in. And just want to spend a bit of family time. And next year, get a big win tonight, carry on training, start training at Monday at home, and look for some big titles next year.
That's what I was going to ask you then. What's the sort of the hopes for 2022 then? I mean, is it that British title? Is that what you want around your waist?
Listen, whatever gets me closer to a world title, that's my main aim in boxing. I don't care about British title, European title. One day they're beautiful belts and I'd love to get them, but if I don't get them opportunities, there's other titles out there, get a world ranking, but in a few years I want to be a world champion, then move up in weight, be a multi-weight world champion. That's my plan.
That with Ben Davison in your corner, the way he's on a roll right now, I think you're in very good hands. I mean, like I said to you right there, I mean, the fact that he's came over, he's flying from Vegas, he flew overnight to get here for this one day.
He's got belief in me because we know what we possess, you know what I mean? And for him to come out, like I messaged him last night on WhatsApp. I was like, don't worry, you've come all that, you're going to fly over all that way. Don't worry, I'm going to give you the best performance I've ever given. So he's laughing. Good
stuff. One final word then on tonight. It's going to be live on IFL TV. The fans in attendance, what can they expect from Shabaz?
Expect fireworks, but a mature performance, very smart, and just don't blink.
That's it, don't blink, man. The Maverick's on. Shabaz, thank you so much for doing this for IFL TV. I'll let you go back upstairs and get some rest and get ready for tonight, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.